Hi, this is Rick Fulton coming to you again from Global Human Resources Consulting. We're a consulting firm in the HR world with over 30 years of experience working around the world in a global fashion. I've been in Iraq, Afghanistan, Kazakhstan, Guinea, West Africa on 2 different occasions. I've been in Newfoundland, Canada. So you can tell those are very remote and austere and most dangerous conditions. I've been very successful overseeing many team members in these type of environments. And I feel like I can bring a lot of skill set that not many HR professionals around the world has. And I want to bring that to your team or be your team if need be. We can talk about short-term assignments if that's what is desired. But what we're going to talk about today is the onboarding piece. Onboarding is very important. Orientation is part of that, but we want to cover that in a different episode because it's so important that it needs to be handled separately. But today we're talking about onboarding piece. We're going to use our person here on this right next to me as an example. She looks very confident. She's very excited. She might be looking for career changes, you can see. And she's got a smile on her face. She's excited on the outside, but you can tell on the inside, there's probably a lot of anxiety, a lot of anxious feelings that you're not seeing. And you as an HR professional need to try to minimize that feeling as much as possible to make sure the onboarding piece is so important that it can be the difference between somebody staying with you long-term or trying to look for a job as soon as they come on board because they was not handled properly during the onboarding piece of it. So we're going to talk about the recruiter has talked to this person. She's given her a salary that she's accepted. They gave her a title that she's agreed to. They got a start date that she's agreed to, that the recruiter has given that to you. Also, the recruiter should have also given you the phone numbers, email addresses to contact her. So and also any accommodations that might be needed as she's coming on board with you, that you might have to change the atmosphere or working conditions. But you need to reach out to her as quick as you possibly can so you do not leave any hesitancy about coming on board. So you should have a package already prepared, ready to send out to her right away. If not, a phone call as well. She needs to know information about when she shows up. Where does she go to? Who does she see? So that should be, where does she park her car at? What's her cell phone policies, personal cell phone policies? Or if you issue a laptop to her before she shows up, what are the requirements or the parameters that she can use to use that laptop? So there's a lot of information that needs to go to her. Also about benefits. She needs to know about that. But also in the onboarding piece, include a part of that about the company itself. What's been the history of the company? And what is the projections of the company and how are they going to grow in the future? She needs to know she's come to work for a stable environment. As you can see, she's probably worked for a stable company over the last several hundred years probably. So she needs to know if she's making a career change that she needs to be stable in that environment. So we want to make sure she's got a confidence in there. She got a smile on her face. We need to make sure we keep that smile on her face through this whole process. We don't want her within 6 months start looking for a new job because she was not dealt with properly on the onboarding process. So we want a long-term relationship with this employee because it does cost so much money and efforts to redo this every few months. So treat her properly up front and give her a warm, fuzzy feeling and keep that smile on her face as we go through this process. So you've got this information from the recruiter. You've got this package that you sent back to her of all the information about the company, where to park, where to go. Is there a cafeteria on site? Is there lunch provided? Is there how long do we have for lunch? Are there restaurants in the immediate area where she can go for lunch? So those are a lot of personal things that you need to also let them know up front about the company and what are the parameters that she needs to deal with when before she shows up. She should not come to the building and have to circle the building several times to try to figure out which door she goes into. So make sure you know that up front. I would also recommend to have someone greet her at the door so she knows she's taken care of. She's the queen for the day. And so have somebody greet her at the door, escort her to the proper place, get all the personal information that you need from her to get her on the payroll from day one. And then Then also escort her to any places she needs to go to. Don't send her off to another building and say, hey, go see Billy over there in that other building, pick up your laptop. Send her off to another building and pick up her badge. Escort her to those places. She does not know where these places are at. Keep in mind, she does not even know where the bathrooms are at that day. So keep it simple. Make her feel very welcome and taken care of and comfortable. We want to keep that smile on her face and let her know that you care about her and that you're there for her on a regular basis. Also, let her know who her department heads are, who's the point of contact within her department, and go introduce her to those people, and also assign a work buddy for her so she knows if it's not an HR issue, she can go to this work buddy in her department to find out who those people are, the contacts are within that department as well. So again, give her all the information she needs up front to be a successful employee. And that way, hopefully, if the onboarding process is dealt with properly, you'll have a long-term employee ongoing. So you don't have to repeat this ever again, or for at least several months or years, hopefully. So thank you. Again, reach out to us at Global Human Resources Consultant. Our website is www.globalhrc.net. You can email me at rickeFulton@gmail.com. Be more than happy to talk to you and discuss how we can train your employees or also offer our services as well. Thank you very much.